Okay boys, we're back here on the channel today. This is the third episode of the Q4 series, I believe. If you guys are new here, we're taking an e-commerce dropshipping store from 0 to 7 figures. I'm showing you guys exactly how much time, how much money, and pretty much everything that goes into it. What I'm going to be showing you guys in this video today is the whole process behind me actually finding and editing creatives. I'll put a couple photos up on screen so you guys can see. For our other brand, we have multiple creatives that have spent 6 figures plus and they have generated us 6 figures in return. But to get to that point, there's a lot of testing and everything involved, which I'll break down later on in the video. Apologies for this video being out late. I've been sick all week. Quite frankly, I've probably been the most sick I've been all year, and I was just absolutely dead. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. I saw the last video. Basically what we were doing is just testing heaps of products. We managed to find a product that actually got our first sale, and yeah, some slight bad news. The product didn't do well at all, to be completely honest with you guys. I got our first sale, obviously. I got like 2 sales, I believe, if you guys can see here. The metrics that we're working with, I'll scroll over a bit. Started off great, like 17% CTR, 9% CTR, 4.7% CTR, like, you know, good CTRs or whatever. Which actually got our first purchase, so literally $76 per purchase though, which is kind of crazy. And then if we go to Sunday, which is the day after, there's something wrong with my pixel as well. It's not measuring my purchases, which is a bit annoying. You guys can see that the ads just completely fell off. CTR dropped heaps, and yeah, pretty much everything failed completely. We only managed to test 2 products. It is absolutely tragic, to be completely honest with you. This is quite possibly the worst 2 campaigns yet. So yeah, I spent about, I believe $100 on each one of these. 2 products that we actually tested were these sun rings, and then the other one was this straightener, and then actually, no, we tested 3 this week, and then a straightening brush, which we technically got the sales with, which were in the last video. But basically what I'm going to show you guys now is the exact step-by-step process that I go through to actually find the product from organic Instagram, and then how I go and I take the creatives and then edit them up like that. But anyways, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so this is going to be the exact method that I actually go by to find products. Obviously, I have several different methods, but this is just one of them. And of recent, this has actually been one of my favorites because it's really easy and you can just go through and scroll. So basically what this is it's the Instagram burner method. If you guys are into dropshipping, you'd know what the TikTok burner method is, but the Instagram burner method is where you make an account and then scroll on your For You page and interact with posts that are related to dropshipping, in the sense that, you know, you can sell them. So if we come here, we are already finding products that we can sell. So what I'll do is I'll scroll for a bit and then I'll find a product that I think is all right. And then what I'll do from there is I'll go to TikTok and I'll actually search up that product and then find UGC for it. So what I'll do now is, you guys can just see, we're going to scroll through here. This product here was really good when ice baths were popping off because it was an alternative. I'm assuming this is the blackout license plate one. When you guys do scroll on this for a bit, you will start to see the same videos over and over. That's why I do like to have several different methods. And obviously now that I have product research outsourced, it is a lot easier. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to scroll now for a bit, show you guys on TikTok once I find a good product, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we've found a product that I think can work. This is just the sun rings. I actually tested this product last week. I'll show you guys essentially how I ran it. So what I'll do now is I'll go through and I'll find some of the best creatives. Then I'll check up on CapCut, where I show you guys essentially how I'm editing everything, the copy that I'm putting on the videos, and yeah, the different CTAs that I'm using, because there's multiple different types you can actually use. This is a good product. It has a wow factor, pretty unique, and it also has a lot of UGC content behind it. So it will make running ads easy. And yeah, I'll check up with you guys in CapCut and show you the whole of that process. What I'll show you guys now is how I edit the creatives and the different types of creatives that I'm actually testing, because there's 3 types. So we're testing 12 creatives in one campaign. So I like to separate it. 5, I will edit myself. So I will go in, I'll add like a hook, I'll change up the main body of it, and then I'll add a call to action at the end. The other 5, what I'll do is I will chop up different parts of different videos and kind of like summarize them all into one, if that makes sense, to kind of make, like, you know, a nice video that flows that way. And then 2 of them I will just let run by themselves. So if I find 2 UGC videos which are really good, then I'll just let them run. So basically how I'm doing this is a decent creative, so we can play it. The only problem with this is that there is the person's brand on the box, which can lead to some complications, especially down the line if you start like really scaling. They can, you know, obviously hit you up with copyright and stuff like that. So usually I would tend to avoid a creative like this. So if we watch this creative, we can see it's kind of like random. Like there's no call to action, there's no real grab of attention at the end. Basically what I'll do from here is I will then drag text down here like this. I will come to here. You can either do white or black. I like to do black text. And then you come down to background, click this, click that, change the background color to white. So we have that. And then this is where you're going to be adding your hooks. So whatever the hook might be, this is a must have for young couples or something like this. So you need to identify that target audience at the start so people don't get confused. And do actually really want to pay attention to the sound that's playing over the creative as well, because I'll throw up 2 examples on the screen right now, and from there you can kind of see how important music actually is.
Hot summer nights, mid-July.
Okay, so once we've done this, we're obviously targeting young couples, so that's why we're calling them out in the start of the video. Then what I like to do is I like to skip forward and add the hook, because then it'll give us some inspiration on what to do through the bodies later. This is a pretty short creative as well. It's like less than 10 seconds. I usually, depending on the product, we've seen creatives that have gotten like crazy over a minute. Then we've also seen creatives that do really well under the 15-second mark. So that's when it just comes down to, you know, testing the overall product itself. Okay, so what we'll add now is basically call to action at the end. So, you know, buy 1, get 1 free. And then I like to do this. Edit the text like that, and then add another text block, and then do like offer ends tonight, or just add a little sense of urgency in there. And then basically we're doing that in the same format. And you can do that and then just make that really small or whatever. Just another thing as well, it can help to emphasize certain words by making them all capitals, like just for example must. You can add that. So anyways, that's one example that I kind of run. You can see here, like, obviously that when you know is pretty annoying. So I'd probably add something in there to cover it up because it's pretty random. But apart from that, you can then see the call to action at the ends. And yeah, okay, so that's one format of video I'd run. I'll show you guys the other format now that I'd basically run, just using these videos as examples. So we can see here, you might want to add this at the start because you do want to tell a story through your creative as well. Or if you can, like even a really small story, like you might want to do this, edit this here, do that, edit that. Then you can do this, see what these are. Then you can edit that. You might want to do this. Get a crop it there. Obviously, you know, you change the sound and all that because it's pretty annoying. And then, you know, you can play around with it a bit. I'll crop it just there. That should be fine. Okay, this is the other form of creative that I'll run. You guys can see it doesn't have any music or anything, but a little unboxing at the start. We've got it showing there, and then we've got it actually showing on the couple's hand itself, firing at multiple different angles there as well. And then from here, we can basically tailor the text to the type of videos, like, you know, oh, it lights up in the sun, and then sleek design or whatever. So yeah, anyways, let's get back to the video. So yeah, that's it. That's the strategy. If you guys use that strategy, and there is a little bit more to it, like going through and actually identifying that target audience to begin with, and then making your creators around them. So if you guys did enjoy this video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, hit me up with any questions you guys have. So yeah, see you guys next week. We'll be fully back then.